What's up, ladies? I'm back with another video to help you make better decisions in your relationships. And today I want to talk to you about the 5 reasons why men lose interest. So there are many reasons why a man may lose interest in a woman, but I believe that those smaller reasons are all connected to 5 larger reasons of why a man will lose interest in a woman. So today we're going to explore those reasons and give you more insight into the mind of a man when you start to feel him slipping away. Number 1, you didn't give him what he wanted. And this could either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the situation. This could be a good thing because many men aren't really looking to get to know you or to have a deep relationship with you anyways. And really, they're probably looking to just have sex with you. So, him not getting what he wanted in this case, which is just to have sex with you, may have prevented you from dealing with some unwanted heartbreak. However, this could be a bad thing because what if the man wanted something that was healthy for the relationship, like spending a reasonable amount of time with you in order to get to know you so that things can progress to the next stage of the relationship? If you, in this instance, did not give him what he wanted, then that may make him feel neglected or like he isn't important to you, and he may cease having interest in furthering the relationship. And that brings me to number 2, which is the flip side of number 1, and that is that you did give him what he wanted. Once again, men are commonly looking for sexual relationships and they're not really interested in engaging in anything deep or long term. And really, I don't see anything wrong with this as long as the man is being upfront and honest about what his intentions are for the relationship. But when he tries to conceal his true intentions and manipulate women into having sex with him, and then they're going to ghost them after they have served that purpose, that's what I disagree with. But it's up to a woman whenever she feels comfortable to have sex with a man, whether that's after 12 hours or 12 days. But the sooner you have sex with a man, the more often you're going to fall victim to men who are only around for that reason anyways. And there's really nothing wrong with that because I can't say what your goals are. Maybe that's all you were after as well. And in that case, there's no problem with either party. But if you were interested in keeping a man around for a long period of time and having a longer term relationship with him, typically the longer you can wait to have sex with him, the better. Because in both situations, whether a man is only after having sex with you or he is interested in having a longer term relationship with you, they still enjoy the chase. For the man who's only interested in having sex with you, that ends when you give in, and then he's not going to be interested in furthering the relationship any further. So if you can avoid that, if that's not what you're looking for, that would be great. However, for the man who's interested in having a long-term relationship with you, he's interested in the chase as well, even though he may not say it. And the sooner you give in, the more likely he is to lose interest. Because though a man may seem excited and his goal is to get you in that position, the harder it is to get you into that position, the more likely he's going to appreciate when it does happen. Because while men do have a lot of simple traits, like being extremely sexually motivated, they do recognize that if a woman had sex with a man quickly with them, then they probably did that with other men as well. And in his eyes, that's going to lower the value of that woman because she's easy to get. And the reason that's good is because the flip side, if you choose to wait and elongate that period of not having sex with a man, it's going to make you appear more higher value because if you're making him wait this amount of time, you probably made these other men wait that amount of time as well, which means you probably have been with a fewer amount of people. Now, whether that's the truth or not is really besides the point, but it's about what is he believing about the situation that's occurring. And like I said before, it's really up to the woman when she feels comfortable to have sex with the man. But depending on when you decide to do that, it does have some implications along with it. Number 3, you started to chase him. And this is really a 2-part answer because in some cases, it's going to be okay for a woman to chase a man. And I'm going to cover that situation first. For the masculine female, chasing after the more feminine man is going to be okay. Because in this situation, the female is playing the masculine role, typically masculine, typically man role, and the male is playing the typically female or the feminine role in the situation. So having a masculine woman who's chasing after a more feminine man could be okay. Could be. It's still a risk. But when we move into talking about the masculine male, you're definitely going to want the masculine male to chase after you. And if you flip that and you start trying to chase after the masculine man, it's going to ruin the chase for him, which is what he enjoys. Because the masculine man is into conquering. And if he wants to conquer, he does not want to get conquered by the woman. Because the feminine is typically the one who is sought after. If you're a feminine and you are trying to chase the masculine, it's going to give off an aura or an air of being desperate. And this doesn't necessarily have to be the case either, because when you're actually truly interested in a man and you're excited, then you may seek him out and you may sought after him and you may try to put situations together to where you can see him. Because if you're dealing with a masculine man, you're going to want to have a balance of showing him your emotions while also allow him to release his masculine energy of enjoying the hunt and the chase. Although many men are feminine, the safest thing to do in both situations is to allow the man to chase. And avoid the urge to flip it where you are now the chaser instead of the chased. Number 4, he realized you two are incompatible. And this is not necessarily a bad thing because it saves you time and it says actually good things about him as well. That he was not willing to waste your time and he wasn't willing to waste his either. Because just like women are looking for certain things in a relationship, men are looking for certain things as well. And if he finds that you did not have these qualities that he was looking for in a mate, he may lose interest. And just because two people are incompatible, it doesn't necessarily mean that anything is wrong with either person. However, it is always a good practice to evaluate what happened in each relationship that you have that may have led to it ending. Because what you may find is that something that he didn't like is actually one of your strong points that another man is definitely going to appreciate. So just because one man found traits that you have made you incompatible, another man, that may be exactly what he's looking for. But if what that man brought up that made you two incompatible is something that you don't like as well, then that's something you can work on and that's something you can work through so that the next time you get involved with the next person, you won't even have that problem. And that brings me to number 5. You stop doing something that you were doing in the beginning of the relationship. Whatever you're doing in the beginning of the relationship is going to be what you need to continue to do during the entirety of the relationship. Because the person that you're showing to them in the beginning of the relationship is a person that they're going to be interested in, the person that they're going to be falling in love with. So if they fall in love with an image of you that you're just putting out there to attract him, and then later on you totally switch it up or stop doing some of those things, it's going to come off like you were being manipulative. And if a man feels like you were being manipulative and only putting off a certain image to attract him, he is surely going to lose interest in you. For example, let's say you want to attract a guy who was extremely into video games. So you pretended that you were into video games. And then later on down the road, when he wants to play video games all the time with you, you're like, I don't really want to play video games. I'm not really interested. Well, that's going to be a shock to him when you were pretending like you wanted to play video games. And it turns out that that's not really what you're into. So he may feel manipulated and lose interest in continuing the relationship. And the video game is just an example. It really can go for anything. So the best thing to do would be to be yourself from day one in the relationship. So the other party knows exactly who you are and exactly what they're getting into when they decide to invest their time with you. It's not worth it to change who you are in order to attempt to attract the type of man that you're interested in. Because if you're doing what you truly love to do, the right man will be attracted to you. And it won't be difficult for you to maintain those same activities throughout the relationship because you're doing things that you love to do. And he was attracted to you for those reasons. And it really shows that you were honest from the get-go about what you were interested in, and it shows consistency of personality. So that's my video on the 5 reasons why men lose interest. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. Did I miss something? Is there something that you would have added to the list? And if you liked the video, give it a like. and you can subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one.